SEPTA is closing on several deadlines as it tries to keep the agency afloat amid the funding crisis and safety concerns. In 1 week, SEPTA has to hand a report detailing the root cause of 5 train fires over to the Federal Railroad Administration. The deadline for SEPTA to inspect 225 Silverliner 4 trains is the very next day on Halloween. And 15 days from now, SEPTA's contract with its largest workers' union expires. All of this as SEPTA is postponing projects to move nearly $400 million to the operating budget to help close the gap on the budget deficit. But right now, the biggest hurdle for SEPTA is getting all of those trains inspected. NBC 10's Sharia Arias is live in Suburban Station. Sharia, will SEPTA make that deadline?
Jacqueline, that is the question that everyone is asking. And I got to tell you, from what we heard from SEPTA today, things are not looking good. They're not sure if they're going to be able to make that deadline, to the point that a SEPTA spokesperson told me that they are considering even asking the FRA for an extension.
There have been a few weeks right now where I've been sitting here for over an hour just waiting for a train to come.
It's been a brutal and hectic couple of weeks for SEPTA passengers, to the point ridership has been decreasing as passengers face delays, cancellations, and overcrowded trains.
Normally they would have 6 cars, and then because of the inspections, they, you'll see at least 2, sometimes 3.
The disruptions began after the FRA issued an emergency order demanding SEPTA to conduct immediate safety measures on its Silverliner 4s to address fire risk concerns.
We are really adjusting our service plan every single day, trying to alleviate those conditions.
On Thursday, SEPTA's GM Scott Sauer said service will not go back to normal just yet, and from the looks of it, they most likely will miss the FRA's deadline.
We are discussing our options with the FRA. Those options are as yet to be determined. We need to work with them.
SEPTA has 225 Silverliner 4 cars to inspect by October 31st. As of October 23rd, the agency has inspected 82 cars, which means 36% is complete. At SEPTA's current pace, engineers are inspecting only 8 cars a day. For SEPTA to make the FRA deadline, 17 or more cars would need to be inspected daily. Because the transit agency is running against the clock, SEPTA will delay buying over 200 hybrid buses, an accessibility project, and construction at one of its facilities.
I think it's terrible. I think SEPTA needs to get more funding.
Now, as far as that union contract, which is up on November 7th, we did ask SEPTA about it, and they said that they're having conversations. They are still negotiating and that things are going well, but obviously they have a long way to go. In Suburban Station, Sharia Arias, NBC 10 News.
Just an hour ago, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro responded to a scathing letter from the U.S. Transportation Secretary about SEPTA. Our team coverage continues with Miguel Martinez-Valle in our live center. Miguel?
Yeah, Jackie, the Secretary of Transportation is calling out Governor Josh Shapiro over SEPTA's ongoing crisis. Now, we have video here and a couple of quotes in that letter. Sean Duffy, pictured here, says that the department has significant concerns about the safety and financial state of the transit agency, noting obviously the 5 fires from earlier this year. Duffy did write in a quote saying that if changes are not made immediately, it's only a matter of time before SEPTA's crumbling commuter rail system erupts in flames and kills someone. The letter then goes on to say that the Shapiro administration, quote, failed to secure stable state funding, forcing SEPTA into a chronic spiral of service cuts and deferred repairs. Well, just about within the last hour, the governor's office responded, saying here in a quote that not only has Shapiro secured $46 million in new funding for SEPTA this year, but that his budget proposal this year included $167 million for SEPTA, but that state Senate Republicans in Harrisburg have refused to support it and continue to hold up the state budget. Adding that if Secretary Duffy actually wants to be helpful, he should call his fellow Republicans to get them to fund the governor's mass transit funding package for SEPTA, saying that his office would be happy to provide the phone numbers. Now, Duffy will be in town tomorrow. He's going to be at the Philadelphia International Airport to discuss the ongoing government shutdown and the stress it's putting on workers and travelers.